Call 0722-556-383 or visit sk.co.ke.
Maonyesho yetu.
Shida upata mtu, ugonjwa upata mtu, unamko ukiwa mzima, unajipata wewe sio mtu, uwezi toka kitanda. Si kujitakia kwa hii hali. Nilijipata tu, ikanidhoofisha, ikanimaliza, nikashindwa bado na kulisha watoto wangu. Watoto wangu hata masomo nilishindwa kuwapatia. Siku moja nilikuwa mzima, siku moja nilikuwa na nguvu, nilikuwa nikijifanyia kazi yangu. Sometimes nashindwa mpaka na kufungua kazi. Nisaidieni. Saa zingine hata kutafuna tu hii job kutafuna. Nashindwa hata na kutafuna chakula. Nashindwa hata na kumeza. Daktari saa zingine nalala kama uchungu sana. Sana kabisa.
Moto umewaka nchini Kenya. Ni yule mtumishi wa Mungu Apostle Boniface Mwamposa, bulldozer wa Rise and Shine, anaingia Nairobi nchini Kenya kwa siku 3 tu kumaliza kesi zote.
Kenya, kesi yako imekwisha. Nairobi, kesi ya magonjwa imekwisha. Kesi ya giza imekwisha. Kesi ya madeni imekwisha. Kesi ya mahangaiko imekwisha. Ni siku 3 katika nchi ya Kenya. Yesu alikuja kufuta.
Kongamano hili litafanyika kwa siku 3. Alhamisi ya tarehe 4 mwezi, Jumamosi ya tarehe 6 mwezi wa 2025. Kongamano litafanyika on St. Cathedral Conference Center, Kenyatta Avenue, opposite na Serena Hotel. Ni kuanzia saa 6 kamili mchana. Apostle ataachilia upako na kufuta kesi zote juu yako. Kesi yako imekwisha kiuchumi, kiafya na kiroho.
Nimepima, nimeambiwa hamna HIV hata. Baada ya kufika hapa, sukari kutoka 40 sasa hivi ni 5.2.
Pigia Yesu makofi mazuri.
Kwa maelezo zaidi unaweza ukapiga namba hii +254 713 161 163. Nairobi nchini Kenya, moto umewaka. Usipange kukosa. Ni zote mnakaribishwa.
During this 2024 Chan moment tells a story of care, quality, and goodness from the farm to your table. At the Kenya Dairy Board, we ensure that every drop you drink is fresh, safe, and wholesome from licensed dairy business operators you can trust. Milk is nature's pure gift, packed with calcium for strong bones, protein for growth, and vitamins to keep you healthy and active. Always look for dairy products permitted by the Kenya Dairy Board, KDB, your guarantee for safe and quality milk and dairy products. From our children to our adults, from breakfast to bedtime, the goodness of milk powers every moment. The Kenya Dairy Board, world-class dairy regulator committed to quality, safety, and national pride.
Kenya Ports Authority remains steadfast in its commitment to sustainability through implementation of its Green Port Policy. We are excited to announce that our mangrove restoration program has been shortlisted among the top 3 finalists for the 2025 International Association of Ports and Harbors IAPH Sustainability Awards under the Environmental Care category. This honor reflects KPA's collective dedication to environmental stewardship and sustainable port operations. Visit www.sustainableworldports.org/IAPH 2025-sustainability-awards to vote for KPA. Your vote for KPA is a vote for Kenya and a vote for Africa. Kenya Ports Authority, growing business, enriching lives.
evening and welcome to Easy Friday. I'm so happy to be with you tonight. Stepping in as your host, my name is Karen Kibet. My colleague John Cargo is a little bit under the weather, so we are wishing him a speedy recovery. But don't worry, we've got you covered with all the stories, updates, and conversations you need to kick off the weekend on a high note. Let's dive right into it. Here are the highlights. Isiolo's governor's arrest. DPP directs the DCI to arrest Governor Ibrahim Abdi Hassan in connection with the kidnapping of the county's former chief of officer for health.
Kuna mtu yoyote kutoka nchi nyingine amekuja Kenya kwa minajili ya kuja kupigana na Wakenya, even though they have personal challenges with leadership. They must also not struggle with the question of security.
No Jubaland security forces in Mandera, says Interior CS Kipchumba Murkomen, accusing the opposition of politicizing security issues. Fatal siblings rivalry. 27-year-old man arrested for allegedly killing his stepsister and stepbrother in a knife attack in Nyandarua. And Kenya to receive the in the October to the December short rains. Welcome, this is Easy Friday. Our sign language interpreter this evening is Byron Abole. Now, 214 people have been arrested and processed, awaiting arraignment in court in an operation seeking to rid the capital city of criminal elements who have been disrupting normalcy. Nairobi Regional Police Commander George Seda says Nairobi is safe with additional security teams deployed in the central business district. He, however, cautioned members of the public against spreading misinformation online about the security situation, urging those with genuine cases to report to the authorities.
Criminal gangs disrupting sanity in the district. Authorities say necessary action has been taken.
Major arrests have been made, amounting to 214. The 214 have been processed, and I say they have been processed to court, facing various crimes that were there, crimes that they committed.
In addition to this arrest, Nairobi Regional Police Commander George Seda has confirmed the deployment of additional law enforcement officers in the city.
There's a continuation of what we call enhanced operations within the town, both day and night, until when such issues will be totally done with. And the police visibility contains all agencies of police which are supposed to undertake the various aspects of ensuring this city is very safe.
Seda is urging persons with information that may lead to the apprehension of more suspected criminals to share it with our authorities, while at the same time cautioning those spreading misinformation online.
Police is an open entity. Nobody will be barred from submitting any report. When you do it on TikTok, that's seeking publicity, which is an aliquot in the domain of law enforcement. Policing cannot be used as an agency of scoring pattern for people with vested interest.
The arrests follow an outcry by Nairobi city residents on rising insecurity in town. Section of women under the Nairobi Cosmopolitan Women umbrella call for urgent intervention from the relevant authorities.
Ikiwa hii ni mji mkuu katika Kenya, unaweza kutembea, ni wapi pengine unatembea katika hii nchi?
Residents are being urged to go about their day-to-day activities in the CBD without fear as authorities continue to patrol the city day and night. Isafar reporting for Easy Friday.
Thank you, Farah, for that report. Moving on, the Director of Public Prosecutions has ordered the Directorate of Criminal Investigations to arrest and prosecute Isiolo County Governor Ibrahim Abdi Hassan, Elias Guyo, and 7 other individuals on charges of kidnapping with intent to cause grievous harm and robbery with violence. Now, according to a statement sent to newsrooms, the directive is informed by a comprehensive review of a file forwarded by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, Machakos County, regarding the kidnapping of former Isiolo County Chief Officer of Health, Abdirahman Mohammed, on Friday, June 13, 2025, from Outback Hotel in Manzoni.
Months after a section of leaders from Isiolo County accused Ibrahim Abdi Hassan alias Buyo of threatening, harassing and even abducting the members of the county assembly who supported his impeachment, the Director of Public Prosecutions now wants the governor arrested. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecution says investigations that began in June after receiving a file from their officers in Machakos County established that former Isiolo County Chief Officer of Health Abdirahman Mohammed and 15 members of the Isiolo County Assembly supporting the impeachment of Governor Buyo were at Outback Hotel in Manzoni. That the governor and his supporters went to the hotel where Mohammed was possibly disarmed, attacked and kidnapped. During the ordeal, Mohammed lost a unlicensed Glock pistol, a phone, cash and personal belongings. The governor also threatened his former chief officer of health and ordered him moved to Ruai, where he was blindfolded, beaten and abandoned. The CCTV footage placed Governor Buyo and 7 individuals identified as Abdullahi Jalbesa Bantika, Dade Boru, Abdirashid Ali Diba, Elias Ngila, Abdinur Dima Jilo, Ahmed Duale, Josephat Mwangi Komu, and Yusuf Maina at the scene. Mohammed was later found at the scene in the morning of Friday, June 13, 2025, and taken to the hospital. In July this year, Governor Buyo survived an attempt to remove him from office after the Senate questioned the process of his impeachment by the County Assembly. Members of the Isiolo County Assembly had voted to impeach the governor on accusations of violating the Constitution and other laws, abuse of office, and gross misconduct. Tilio Marco for Easy Friday.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen now says there are no foreign forces or civilians in Mandera County from Somalia. This is in response to claims that Somalis may have escaped to Mandera due to escalating conflict in their country. Murkomen, who spoke in Kakamega County, slammed a section of opposition leaders, accusing them of politicizing security issues to gain political mileage. Giverson Minor reports.
Kakamega County on Friday, 6 Jukwaa la Usalama Western Kenya Region Chapter. Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen warned against security in both urban and rural areas in the Western Kenya region, abated by the proliferation of gangs, especially during funerals.
Our idea is not to pacify. We must actually get rid of. It is this issue of goons and guns. And it's going to be very painful. It's going to be painful to the boys and girls, but in most cases it's boys who are involving themselves in this trade, and it's also going to be painful with those financiers and the people who are trying to maintain them.
The judiciary is coming under sharp criticism for letting perpetrators of political violence go scot-free.
In fact, part of the reason why people think that nothing can be done is because sometimes some of these people are arrested, taken to court, and they are released on free bond. And the danger with that is that because we are trying to enforce the law, nobody from the village will come to testify in court if they know that that person is not going to, the courts are not going to take seriously the issues that are related to gangs and goons.
Kakamega County, according to the CS, ranks top countrywide in production and use of Changa illicit brew.
We have netted in 6 months, in 8 months, over 30,000 liters of Changa that have been confiscated, abandoned by the people. People have been charged. A good number of the suspects have been charged, and the work is going on to make sure that we deal with this issue.
On claims of infiltration of Jubaland forces in Mandera County, Murkomen dismissed the claims.
Hakuna mtu yoyote kutoka nchi nyingine amekuja Kenya kwa minajili ya kuja kupigana na Wakenya ama kupigana na Kenya. Hakuna kabisa. Na nilisema kwamba kila mara tunapokuwa na shida katika nchi jirani, unapata kwamba wananchi wanatorokea upande za Kenya, wengine wakikuja upande huu wanatafuta usalama.
The CS accused a section of opposition leaders, including Wiper's Kalonzo Musyoka, and Democracy for the Citizens Party leader Rigathi Gachagua of using such claims for political relevance.
They must conduct themselves in a manner that demonstrates that they understand, even though they have personal challenges with leadership, they must also not struggle with the question of security. They must understand that this is not a sector that you can play political sport.
Give us in mind, Easy Friday in Kakamega County. Moving on, police officers in Olkalau, Mandera County are piecing together the circumstances surrounding a family tragedy where a 27-year-old man is accused of killing his stepsister and stepbrother in a brutal knife attack that equally left two other children injured. The suspect, described as quiet and reserved with no known history of violence, is currently in police custody as investigations continue. The incident is reported to have happened at around 2 a.m. Friday when a 27-year-old man allegedly attacked the family with a knife. The stepsister died on the spot while the 9-year-old brother succumbed to his injuries while being rushed to JM Karaoke Hospital in Olkalau. The two surviving children who are also injured were taken to the same hospital. One of them was treated and discharged while the other is still under medical care. The shocking incident has left the community in disbelief as police try to unravel what could have driven the suspect, described as quiet and reserved, to commit such a crime. Meanwhile, police in Nyamira County have exhumed the body of a 20-year-old university student who went missing under mysterious circumstances. Faith Kamunto, who was set to join Machakos University this year, disappeared on July 30th, the day she was preparing to report to the institution.
Inakisiwa kwamba aliitwa na mtu kutoka nyumbani kwao kuingia kwa barabara. Na huyo mtu ni suspect ambaye tunamjua kwa sababu alikuwa ni boyfriend. Na wakati Faith alitoweka, huyu boyfriend amekuwa akitupigia simu sana akitaka kujua Faith ako wapi. Only for us to be shocked that on Sunday alituandikia ujumbe. Ingawaje hatuwezi thibitisha kwamba ni yeye, lakini aliandika ujumbe akisema mimi ni rafiki wa Faith, tumemuua, tumemweka mausi kwa tank mahali mchanga inatolewa ya kuboma nyumba. So we swung into action with the DCI, tukakuja hadi hapa siku hiyo.
Her body was retrieved from a quarry at Nyamonori village in North Mugirango in the presence of government pathologists and homicide detectives following a court order obtained by the family.
Ninaomba vijana, the Gen Zs, ninaomba ya kwamba davatari kama mumeishi na mtu, kama mumeanza urafiki na mtu, kwa bahati mbaya mkifika mahali mtafautiane, ninawaomba ya kwamba badala ya kuwa na kuzika, davatari muache aende zake, wasichana ni wengi, wavulana ni wengi, utafute mwingine.
The 23-year-old boyfriend Gideon Makori has since been arrested in Nairobi after being tracked through the deceased cell phone that he was possessing. Doreen Arange for Easy Friday. Now, Police Inspector General Douglas Kanja has pledged to work together with the National Police Service Commission but remained non-committal on furnishing the commission with the police payroll. Both Kanja and the commission chairperson Amani Komora were jointly addressing the media on the forthcoming police recruitment.
Just weeks after the clash in Parliament over Police Inspector General Douglas Kanja's failure to furnish the National Police Service Commission with the police payroll, both bodies met at the Kenya School of Government in Mombasa to announce plans for the recruitment of 10,000 police constables.
We are well aware that the nation requires to be well secured. We are well aware that we have to progressively beef up our numbers within the National Police Service, so that we move towards the best standards or best international practices.
Both Kanja and the Commission Chair Amani Komora pledged to cooperate in ensuring a free and fair recruitment.
These proposed regulations aim at streamlining recruitment of members of the service to promote transparency and ensure merit-based selection in the recruitment process.
I welcome the Commission's decision to commence the recruitment of 10,000 new police constables. This initiative could not have come at a more critical time when the service members are dwindling due to natural attrition, and other factors.
However, they remained tight-lipped on the row over who should manage the registration and payment of police officers.
Ni masuala ambayo tutakaa chini, tunaamini hakutakuwa na mtafaruku kama vile ambavyo mmekuwa mkiona hapo mbeleni, kwa sababu tumeshonana. We are one voice and we have agreed that we shall operate as one voice.
Strengthening our human resource capacity ensures that the service remains adequately equipped to address the evolving security needs of the nation.
For Easy Friday from Mombasa County, I am Anburu.
The Kenya Meteorological Department says the country is headed for depressed rainfall and warmer than usual temperatures during the short rain season. In the rainfall outlook for the October, November and December short rain season, the weathermen revealed counties in the coastal, northeastern, southeastern, lowlands and the northwestern regions will have depressed rainfall, while the breadbasket regions of the country, including the North Rift, Western and Lake Victoria Basin, will receive fairly to good rainfall distribution.
The October, November and December short rain season is expected to be marked by suppressed rainfall. This irregularity in rainfall patterns could significantly impact farming activities in eastern Kenya. Trends forecast. Meteorological Services Charles Muga said that the season could see depressed rainfall leading to the counties in the coastal region, northeastern counties, southeastern lowlands and the northwestern region will have poor distribution of rainfall, and the South Rift Valley and the central Kenya counties will have poor to fair rainfall distribution, with the Lake region, the Rift Valley and western counties receiving fair to good rainfall distribution. Muga notes that the grain basket areas of the country will receive sufficient rainfall during the season and urges optimal utilization of the rainfall expected. He explained that the poor weather will be as a result of the negative Indian Ocean dipole, which is responsible for depressed rainfall in the country. He made the remarks during the 11th National Climate Outlook Forum that brought together the various sectors impacted by weather, including agriculture, health, disaster risk reduction, water and energy. Stakeholders called for use of scientific data to successfully implement necessary interventions. Martini Maslin for Easy Friday.
The Anti-Terrorism Court in Kahawa has delivered a major relief to Manyata MP Gitonga Mukunji, a Royal Media journalist and a border rider, after investigators failed to press any charges. More details in our Skills of Justice segment.
Senior Principal Magistrate Richard Koech ruled that the Directorate of Criminal Investigations had no evidence to justify holding the three any longer, ordering their bail money and personal belongings refunded before closing the case.
In the circumstances, I do order that this miscellaneous file be closed. All the respondents be discharged.
The court noted that despite filing a miscellaneous application seeking 14 days for investigations, the DCI had taken close to 60 days without producing any charges. A battery of lawyers led by Kibe Mungai successfully argued that the arrest amounted to political persecution, claiming the state was targeting MP Mukunji for criticizing government excesses.
That this file that concern matters of investigation should be closed. The DPP can have as much time as he wants to make his decision in accordance with the law. All the accused persons are in Kenya.
And I want to thank the courts. I want to appeal to anybody working in the judiciary to please uphold that part of serving Kenyans that other people are not doing.
They further maintained that the case had been overtaken by events with no evidence linking the accused to terrorism or violence. Elsewhere, the Director of Public Prosecutions had been ordered to serve the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission with a plea bargaining agreement in the graft case against former Migori County Governor Okoth Obado and his 4 children. The case involves Obado's asset worth over 235 million shillings that the anti-graft body wants to auction. Presiding Magistrate Charles Onyeki ruled that while the bargaining remains valid, the DPP must share it with the EACC within 3 days before the matter is mentioned again on Tuesday, September 30th, 2025.
And directs that within a period of 3 days, the DPP formally shares the specific plea agreement filed in court with EACC.
Litua Debra for Easy Friday. And that report on scales of justice by our very own Litua Debra leads us to a very fast short break right here on Easy Friday. Don't go too far. I'll be back with more reports.
Attention all journalists in Kenya. The Media Council of Kenya, MCK, is calling you to apply or renew your 2025 press card now. It's fast and easy. Just log on to your online portal at www.mediacouncil.or.ke. For more information, email us at accreditation@mediacouncil.or.ke or call 01.
Welcome back. For those joining us right now, this is Easy Friday. Our sign language interpreter this evening is Byron Abuli. Moving on, the Orange Democratic Movement leader Raila Odinga now says his decision to work with the government will not deter him from championing a better Kenya. Speaking in Laikipia County during the burial of former Laikipia North Member of Parliament Matthew, Raila defended the broad-based government, cited Matthew as an astute defender of the Ma community.
Orange Democratic Movement bigwigs led by Raila Odinga joined the family, Ma community leadership and residents of Ilpolei, Laikipia North in bidding final farewell to their former Member of Parliament, Matthew Lempurkel. Raila taking the opportunity to remind the Ma nation how he helped solve their historical injustices during his tenure as Prime Minister between 2008 and 2013.
Kwa sababu mimi nilisema nilijitokeza kwa kutetea. Walipokuwa wanaingilia Mau, mimi nikasema ni afadhali mimi ni tupige kura lakini Mau ihifadhiwe. Na Mau nimerudisha. Yale yote ambayo mnaongea nayo ile Kidong Ranch, mambo kama haya yote, mimi nilipokuwa waziri mkuu nisimamia mambo haya yote.
Raila called for peaceful coexistence among Kenyans, saying he decided to work with the government to save the country.
Lakini kitu muhimu zaidi ni kwamba mpaka kwanza tuwe na Kenya moja. Mpaka tuwe na Kenya moja. Kenya ikisambaratika, tutakwenda kama njia ya Somalia. Na tukienda kama Somalia tuna nchi. Haya ndio sababu mimi nasema nipige break. Turekebishe kidogo. inazirudi sawasawa, lakini msimamo yangu juu ya haki ya Wakenya yote bado haijabadilika. Mimi nataka Kenya itimuke, itoke pale iko kule chini iende juu.
The ODM party celebrated the late former ODM legislator as a resilient and firm defender of the Ma community.
Nataka niseme kwa niaba ya chama cha ODM, kama kuna mahali tulipungukiwa kama marafiki zake, tunaomba msamaha na tunasema we will do better.
Sentiments echoed by Ma leaders in attendance.
As the Ma nation, we celebrate Lembrikel. We are grateful for his contribution. We know he paid a big price for us, and we came to say goodbye to him because we thank him for his contribution.
Lembrikel stood for what is just. Hata when he was alone. Mimi nakumbuka sisi tukiwa serikali, Senator kuja. Nakumbuka tukiwa na President Uhuru. Na alikuwa anafinywa. Alikuwa ananiambia ngapi hiyo, hata nikiwa peke yangu nitasimama na hawa Wamasai.
The late Lembrikel died on Sunday, August 24th, while receiving treatment at Kenyatta National Hospital for injuries sustained in a road accident. Gishoki Washira, Easy Friday.
The government is collaborating with development partners to cut on non-revenue water and improve connectivity and sanitation across the country. Water, Sanitation and Irrigation Cabinet Secretary Engineer Eric Muga says non-revenue water, which currently stands at an average of 60%, remains the biggest impediment to the country's quest to achieve 100% water connectivity by 2030. Murithi says adequate security personnel have been deployed to guard infrastructural installations, warning of stiff penalties against vandals. Weekly Catch with a report.
Water connectivity across the country stands at just over 40%, a worrying figure if Kenya's goal to achieve universal water connectivity by 2030 is anything to go by. Water, Sanitation and Irrigation Cabinet Secretary Engineer Eric Murithi attributes the slow rate of connectivity to non-revenue water, which occurs through illegal connectivity and leaks from aging infrastructure.
Non-revenue water is the killer to our water service providers. It is also a hindrance to our rate of expansion to greenfield areas. These are areas that previously don't have water.
To address the challenge, Kenya is partnering with various development agencies, such as the French Development Agency, European Investment Bank and the European Union, to develop water infrastructure across the country.
The entire team is here to check the progress, understand our challenges, know our hurdles, learn from those challenges, and we draw a roadmap going forward.
AFD is committed to support the government of Kenya, the Water Works Development Agencies, as well as the water utilities in improving water production and water distribution for the Kenyan citizens.
Wananchi wa Kisumu watafaidika kwa maendeleo. Wa Ufaransa iko ushirikiano mwema.
Security of infrastructural installations is being improved to curb vandalism and illegal connections.
We have the challenge of vandalism. It is a serious challenge across the country, whereby mifereji inawekwa, unapata kwamba inatumika vibaya, inavunjavunjwa, wengine waenda kuipima scrap metal.
CS Murithi spoke in Kisumu as he launched Package 2, Lot 1 of the Lake Victoria Water and Sanitation Project, which is jointly and collectively funded by the Government of Kenya and development agencies to the tune of about 10 billion shillings. For Channel 1, I am Weekly Fokage.
Now, property worth millions of shillings has been destroyed and several people left homeless following a fire tragedy that occurred on Thursday evening at Katani Villas in Katani, Machakos County. Residents say the inferno began at around 6:30 p.m. before it spread, destroying 5 houses.
Late on Thursday evening, fire broke out in one of the houses at Katani Villas. The neighbors frantically tried to put it out, but it spread to the adjacent houses, even as the occupants tried to remove gas cylinders in a bid to curb its spread. A dark smoke billowed from the roofs of the houses as the huge fire consumed property worth millions of shillings. Firefighters from Nairobi and Machakos counties responded to the distress call and arrived to put out the fire. But by the time they subdued it, 5 houses had been reduced to shells. Their occupants left homeless. Luckily, no injuries were reported. Tilio Marco for Easy Friday.
The government has affirmed there will be no turning back on the rollout of the electronic government procurement system. Elsewhere, Homa Bay County government says it has made progress in improving livestock infrastructure in the county. County Chief Officer in charge of livestock, Bernard Omwanda, says the county plans to expand the facilities to all sub-counties in phases. Details up next in our county news roundup.
Principal Secretary Public Investment and Asset Management Cyril Odede made the assurance while closing the training of accounting and procurement officers from various counties on asset management at the Kenya School of Government, Embu campus.
Counties have been given up to 9th September 2025 to complete uploading of their budgets. And I can confirm as at yesterday, 30 counties' budgets are already in the system. The next step for those who are here, the procurement officers, is for your procurement heads to upload annual procurement plan in EGP.
Elsewhere in Homa Bay County, Chief Officer in charge of livestock Bernard Omwanda has responded to accusations of neglecting the livestock sector, saying ongoing works to develop more action rings are taking place in Nyangweso in Rangwe.
We are always open for dialogue, for any discussion. Whatever we can do, we will also promise that we are going to do. The ones we cannot promise to do immediately, we can also make some provisions, and if need be, we can involve some partners to really come and help us.
Meanwhile, the government is constructing an 800-meter dike in Bunyala southward to shield more than 2,000 families from perennial flooding in Budalangi, Busia County.
Wamama nilipokuja last visit, wale wamama hawangeingia kwa fish banda lao. Leo wamepata wanakaa chini, wanauza samaki zao kubwa tena mzuri, wanauza mandizi, wako biashara inaendelea. Kaunti ni gani? Nairobi City. Na gavana ni nani?
And a section of Nairobi residents have come out in support of Governor Johnson Sakaja's leadership and appealing for unity and order in the county, saying the wrangles will derail development in the capital city.
Embrace dialogue. Na tunataka muongee. Tunataka msikize gavana wetu, mumshike mkono. Gavana tunakuita, shuka chini, ongea na MCS, ongea na viongozi wa Nairobi. Nairobi ni sisi, ni yetu sisi wote. Nairobi ni capital city of Kenya. Kukikuwa na malumbano Nairobi, tutadestabilize economy ya Kenya.
Differences that have occurred amongst our honorable members and the governor be sorted out with decorum, without any interference from any section of interest.
Still in Nairobi, Litru, a Pan-Africa technology company, has expanded its school transport solutions bus buddy to St. Mary's Academy, Reagan. The innovation integrates smart tracking technology with safe, modern vehicles and professional drivers, giving parents real-time visibility and ensuring reliable school transport.
Came into partnership with Litro about 2 weeks ago, and we should say that we're very happy with the services they're offering. It cannot be compared with owning our own means of transport. When we own, you utilize so much capital that you could have diverted to other areas.
You basically track your kid from the moment they are picked from your home. You can see how they're moving, how they will arrive in school, and vice versa in the evening at what time your child has been onboarded and what time does your child get home.
Finally, in Tana River County, residents of Madogo have been urged to treat criminals as individuals and not blame entire communities following inter-ethnic clashes sparkled by recent killings.
Jamii zote, Wakamba, Wanyoaya, Wailuana, Malakote na jamii zote ambazo ziko hapa zinawakilishwa katika location hii ya Madogo, tumekusanyika pamoja ili kutangaza amani na kuomba vijana wetu ya kwamba wawachane na kazi ya wizi, wawachane na kazi ya kupora watu ili wakaweze kujiingiza kwa njia mbadala ambazo zinaweza kuleta mapato na maridhiano.
Case Kimirei for Easy Friday.
Kenya Ports Authority remains steadfast in its commitment to sustainability through implementation of its Green Port policy. We are excited to announce that our mangrove restoration program has been shortlisted among the top 3 finalists for the 2025 International Association of Ports and Harbors IAPH Sustainability Awards under the Environmental Care category. This honor reflects KPA's collective dedication to environmental stewardship and sustainable port operations. Visit www.sustainableworldports.org/IAPH 2025-sustainability-awards to vote for KPA. Your vote for KPA is a vote for Kenya and a vote for Africa. Kenya Ports Authority, growing business, enriching lives. What happens when the wisdom of yesterday meets the dreams of today? When our elders share their journey and the youth bring their vision of tomorrow. This is Transgenerational Conversation, a powerful town hall where generations sit side by side to listen, to challenge, and to learn from each other.
I feel like the answers are with us.
If we listen to the issues and act upon them, I'm sure that the next time you're sitting on a transgenerational conversation, you guys will be discussing different things.
From timeless values to modern ideas, from lessons of the past to solutions for the future. Transgenerational conversation. Real voices, real issues, real change. Join the conversation this Thursday at 7:30 p.m. live from Kenya Methodist University, Nairobi.
Mama Jabali nyamaza.
Alex has a lot to lose.
At least now I know where you and Alex stand in this. Kata kubali kwenda.